What's up, guys? It's Abel. Hope things are going well. Missing y'all. Wish I could see ya. Thought we'd try to do a little lunar lollipop kind of a lab that I normally do in the old ICN room. So if you look behind me here, got the sun, which is just a simple light bulb. If I flip this thing around, we got a moon. Now I want to kind of show you what the deal is. So if you think about the moon, it takes 28 days for the moon to actually orbit the Earth. So if my head is the Earth and the sun is behind me, it would take 28 days for this process to happen. You can see our toy room here. But we have this whole process going around like this, right? That takes 28 days. So when we have these things happening, okay, I'm going to try to show you guys this. So at this point, if you look at the moon that's in front of me, this represents a full moon. Okay, so the sun is behind me. My head is between the sun and the moon, and then the moon is out in front of me. And so if you look at this, we can see that entire surface of the moon. Cool thing about the moon, we only ever see one side of it. So no matter when you look up at the moon, you're seeing the same exact side. That same side faces Earth all the time. Now, if I rotate, I want you to watch. Okay, I'm going to go in this counterclockwise direction. So if you can see, we see the whole moon. And when I go around here now, watch. You can see one side of the moon will start to disappear, the back side. Now, if I go around, see how it's starting to disappear. On the right side of that little lunar lollipop, it's getting darker and darker and darker. And so this is happening over a period of time. When you guys looked at the moon last Tuesday, I guess it was entirely full. And then as you guys have been doing your observations and looking at the moon, you can see that it starts to get smaller and smaller. Now, about 7 days after we have that full moon, you can see the back half of the moon is darkness, the front half is light. That happens because the sun shining on the moon only happens on the side that's facing the sun, right? So as we go around our circle, you can see it disappear more and more and more until eventually we get the little crescent moon. You can see it right there. And then when it's on the other side in a straight line, we have, and I'm going to make it be an eclipse, but we can see that the whole moon is now dark. This is called a new moon, right? If this moon is in between the Earth and the sun, we have a lunar eclipse. But the Earth's tilt, not the Earth's tilt, the ellipse or the orbit of the moon is a little bit off. And so very rarely does that happen. Okay, so if you look, if this would be a normal moon, just passing where the sun doesn't block. If it does block, we get a lunar eclipse, right? So as we keep going, again, I'm gonna make it an eclipse so you guys can see it a little easier. You'll see the back side of that moon. See, there's our crescent again. And you can see as we turn, this moon is what we call waxing now. It's getting larger. We can see half a moon here, sometimes called the quarter moon. And then as we keep rotating around, that moon will get brighter and brighter and brighter until eventually you get it. So again, those are the seasons. When they're getting smaller, it's called waning. You can see it again on the back side. So this would be a waning crescent right now because it's getting smaller. See it waning. You can see the crescent. Then there's our new moon. And then this would be a waxing crescent. Waxing quarter moon or half moon, depending on how you want to see it. It's called a quarter because this is only a quarter of the actual moon. This is called gibbous, which is 3/4 of the moon. And then we have our full moon again. So, hope that helps. Hope that gives you guys a little bit of knowledge. Basically, the moon phases are just caused by the rotation of that moon around the Earth. Again, it takes about 28 days. So, if last Tuesday was a full moon, 14 days from last Tuesday, which would be this upcoming Tuesday in a few days here, should now be a half a moon, okay? So hopefully you guys get it. Please let me know if you have any questions. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.